Hello, I'm Dan Toffee and welcome back to the brand new Fortnite video. Today I'm bringing you my full guide for week 8 of all the challenges from Battle Pass Season 3. If you haven't seen one of these videos before, what I do is I go through every challenge from this week, covering the hardest ones first, giving you a full guide for those ones, and then I'll cover the easy ones after, giving you a few tips on how to help. So getting straight into it, starting off with challenge number 5. As always, we have our challenge where we need to go and find a star somewhere around the map, working off the hints that they give in the title. So this week's challenge says search between 3 boats. This means search on the island in the middle of Loot Lake, because there is 3 little boats located around this island, and right in the centre of that triangle that they make is the main island. Once you're on the island, you want to be going to the end of the dock on the southeast side of the island. This is found at water level, just on the outside of the cave, so ideally I'd say drop there straight away once you come out of the bus, because this will make it the easiest to get to it. If you are on foot and you're going to have to cross the entire of the lake, then you're going to be really exposed to other players in the game who possibly have weapons if you aren't dropping right at the start. Once you're there, all you need to do is hold F on it, or whichever key you use to normally open a chest. This will redeem it and that will be your first challenge completed. After you've completed that one, the next hardest challenge is challenge number 4, and this one says dance on 3 different dance floors. In yesterday's update, 3 different locations around the map were turned into dance floor locations, so all you need to do is go to these 3 different dance floor locations and make sure you use one of your dance emotes whilst you're on it, and this will count as them being completed. The locations are now shown on the map on screen now. The first one is in the smaller eastern building in Flush Factory, the second is at the haunted house west of Pleasant Park, and finally the third one is in the RV park east of Retail Row in the big main barn. After you've completed challenge number 4 and 5, those are the 2 hardest challenges this week out of the way, and you've only got a few left to do, and those are pretty easy. So starting off with challenge number 1, challenge number 1 says use a vending machine. This is probably the easiest one from this week, so all you need to do is locate a vending machine somewhere around the map, which isn't too hard to do because if you look at the map that's on screen now, it shows all the different possible spawn locations for vending machines. They don't always have a vending machine on there, vending machines do have random spawns, but if you head towards those locations, you should be able to find a vending machine at one of them during a game. The hardest thing about this challenge is making sure that you have the right amount of materials and the right type of materials to be able to buy anything in the vending machine. I was really lucky, I found one of the cheap vending machines which gives out things like med kits, which only cost 200 of each different type of material. If you do happen to find an epic vending machine, this will obviously cost you a lot more material, so hopefully you will have them. If not, then make sure you just go mine for them, because those weapons are definitely worth carrying, and it will of course complete this challenge for you. When you're harvesting materials, make sure you are going for the natural sources like trees and rocks, because these do give you a bit more than destroying a house or a wall would, so it just means that you'll be able to get those materials a lot quicker if you don't already have them and get this challenge completed. Once you have completed that, you can then move on to challenge number 2, and challenge number 2 says deal 500 damage with explosive weapons. So for this you have the choice of the grenade launcher, the RPG, the guided missiles, the normal standard grenades, and also the remote explosives. These are all the explosive weapons in the game, and any damage dealt by any of these will go towards the challenge, and all you need to do is get 500 damage, that's 5 kills on unshielded players, for the challenge to be completed. Probably the quickest way to complete this challenge is just to carry on grenades or the remote explosives, because these are the most common explosives found in the game, so it should allow you to complete this challenge the quickest. You might struggle to find a grenade launcher or an RPG if you just wait for them, so every time you do see one of these explosives, make sure you're picking them up just so you can blow up a house around an enemy and get the kill. Once you've completed that, challenge number 3 this week is the chest searching challenge that we get every week, and this week you have to search 7 chests in Snobby Shores. Snobby Shores is a great place to search chests anyway, because it does have so many spawning in there. Somewhere that I suggest going first is the house on the southern side. This does have the bunker underneath it, and often in that bunker you will be able to find 2 chests, which are normally unlooted anyway, but if you are dropping there at the start of a game, you should be able to get all of them straight away. The hardest thing about this challenge is just getting a flight path which allows you to go to Snobby Shores. Not many of the flight paths go directly over it, so you might need to pull your chute a little bit early to make it there, but once you are there it's well worth it because of all the loot. But once you have opened 7 chests in Snobby Shores, that will be this challenge completed. You can then move on to challenge number 6, which says get 5 assault rifle kills. For this challenge, I don't think I really need to give you any tips, because I'm pretty sure that everybody always carries around an assault rifle with them whilst they're playing, so just make sure you are picking up assault rifles rifle straight away, and you should be able to have this done in 1 or 2 games. And finally, challenge number 7 says get 3 kills in Dusty Depot. Dusty Depot isn't one of my favourite places to drop just because I think the amount of players dropping there is way too high for the amount of loot that's actually there. So to complete this easily, you're going to want to be jumping out pretty early so you can get there straight away and be one of the first players there, and I'd recommend heading straight inside and going for a chest, because this way you're pretty much guaranteed a weapon, and if you do land on top of the roofs or in the gaps between the buildings, you might not necessarily find a weapon, you might find something like a trap or just materials. So going inside and getting one of those chests is more guaranteed to give you a decent weapon that should be able to get you a couple of kills. But once you've got 3 kills at Dusty Depot, you will have completed challenge number 7 and completed all the challenges for week 8. If you did enjoy this video or it was helpful, please make sure you leave it a like. Also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. If you need help for any of the previous 7 weeks, make sure you are checking the playlist at the end of the video on the end card. Make sure you're clicking through to that, where you'll find a playlist with all of the videos in. And of course, if you think you're going to want help in the future with any of the other weeks, including season 4, which is coming in 3 weeks time, make sure you are subscribing to see all those videos that are coming every single week. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this week's challenges. I thought they were pretty good. It was definitely one of the easier weeks again. The first couple of weeks were pretty difficult, but it seems like they've been getting easier as it's been going on through this season. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.